Hey everybody, Trisha here. I just wanted to make you a quick video, especially if you're new, to talk about diffusers. So if you haven't gotten one yet, I really encourage you to think about it. They're really amazing. They make it very easy to experience essential oils. So I wanted to unbox one for you to show you what you can expect. So this one's called the Lumo. It's a newer diffuser available from doTERRA. And what I love is they took a diffuser they sold called the Aroma Light, and they decided to make one that's better and less expensive. So I really respect that they're always trying to improve on all parts of products for us. And so this one runs longer and costs less. And so I just wanted to show you what this looks like, because I know sometimes when people get started with essential oils, it seems overwhelming at first, or you might assume it's going to take up a lot of your time to learn what to do. And I just want you to know that myself and the rest of my team is here to make sure that that is not the case. We are here to make sure that you feel like you know what you're doing and it's not hard, and it can really be quite simple. Okay, so the diffuser comes like this. And so you can see it's pretty small. It's just, about the size of my hand, but it can run up to 10 hours. So this is very easy to just put at your bedside. It's easy to move around if you want to have it like out in the family room during the day and then in the bedroom at night. It's very easy to move it around. And I'll just take out the plug here. It just comes with a plug. So some diffusers require, you can plug it into a USB port. I don't personally love those because I don't want to have to rely on my computer staying powered up. And I find these plug-in ones are just so easy because you can just quickly move them around if you need to. And honestly, now that we've been using essential oils for years, we just have a diffuser in each bedroom, so we're not moving things around. But if someone's feeling sick and they want to be laying on the couch, I can just so easily move this over to be closer to them. And it's also like small enough that we can throw it into a suitcase. So if we're going on vacation, this is very easy to pack because it's so compact. And these are so easy to use, you guys. I just want to show you how it is. So you just take this top off. That's literally it. And then you fill it with water. You can see that little red mark there. You fill it up to the red mark with water. You can use tap water or filtered water. You just can't use distilled water because it needs to have minerals in it to get it to work properly. And so you fill it up with water, and then you put in, I like 3 to 5 drops of essential oil. I don't like a real strong scent, so that suits me really well. And as far as the therapeutic benefits go, you can absolutely get them from just a couple drops. If you feel like you want a stronger scent, you could add more, but I think 3 to 5 drops is just plenty. And remember, these are only pennies per drop. So you can have this diffuser running for 10 hours for literally pennies. It's really remarkable. So you would just put in your 3 to 5 drops, slide the top back on, and you hit go. It's not plugged in at the moment, but it has a light feature as well, so it can change to be different lights. It can be, change blue, pink, whatever. It also turns off. I know a lot of people are real sensitive to light while they're sleeping, so you just hit it a couple times until the light completely turns off. At that point, the only light you see is the light that's illuminating, whether it's set to 2 hours, 5 hours, or 10 hours. That's at when you want it to automatically shut off. Like if you just want it to run for 2 hours while the kids are sitting doing homework and then you want it to shut off, then you set it for 2 hours. I run this overnight, so I set it to 10 hours, and then it will automatically shut off. And that right there will be illuminated green to whatever setting that you set it to. And if you're super sensitive to light, what I do, because I'm that way too, is I just turn it around. So this is what I see over here, and the little green light is facing that way, and it's so tiny that you won't see it if you turn it around. So that is the Lumo diffuser. That's my favorite. Also, I do have a pedal diffuser to show you, and that looks like this. I keep this at my desk here because this runs up to 4 hours, so I don't need 10 hours while I'm sitting here at my desk, so I just have the pedal running for 4 hours. This one is less. This one is $79. This one's $47, and these are wholesale prices. So if you're a member with doTERRA, you get 25% off everything. So you can buy them at retail prices, but they're more expensive. And the membership with doTERRA is so little money. It's $35, and it pays for itself really fast. Most people pay for their membership in their first order or two. And you can also get a free membership if you get a starter kit. So tons of ways to save money. This comes free in the Home Essentials Starter Kit. That's probably my favorite. It's hard to choose. There's so many good ones, but the Home Essentials I like because it gets the free diffuser in there, and it gets you your basic set of 10 oils. So whatever comes up, you're just ready to go, and you'll have your basic set. There will always be something that you can use for whatever you're being challenged by. And we provide all the coaching to help you learn what to do when something pops up, how to use your oils. So this is another great diffuser, the Petal. So that's how easy diffusers are. It's literally like put in some water, a couple drops of oil, and you're good to go. Now, what would you want to use a diffuser for? Some people use them because they just want to get rid of candles, because conventional candles are highly, highly toxic. And I really, if I don't do anything else, I want to convince you to get rid of those. If you just love candles, look for ones that are made from beeswax. They don't have any fragrances unless it's from an essential oil, but even then, a lot of the essential oils that are being used are very low quality. I just noticed in the store the other day that Glade has come out with a product that, splashed all over it is, uses essential oils, but essential oils come in a variety of grades, and I just don't trust them at all to be using high quality essential oils, and it's something that you're breathing in for therapeutic benefit. I think you have to be careful. But some people do just use this to scent the home, to get rid of a stinky smell, or you burn something in the kitchen, or a boys' room, or if you have a workout area room, whatever. Or if you have a patio and you want to repel bugs, you can diffuse that way. You can also diffuse for really good emotional benefits. So if someone in your home is really struggling with grief or anxious feelings, or feelings of overwhelm, any kind of emotional thing, the oils are really amazing for that, because when you breathe them in, they cross the blood-brain barrier and literally affect your brain. And so if you're curious about that, there's tons more you can read about how that works. But I know you guys just like sometimes we just bottom line it for you. And the bottom line is it crosses the blood-brain barrier and impacts your brain cells. So it's very powerful. It's also great for focus. If you have a child who needs to be studying, doing homework, and they're having trouble focusing. Also, it's really good for memory. So if anyone's doing work or studying and you need focus, memory, better attention, the oils are great for that. They can also just be very energizing. So if you just kind of need some help getting up and going in the morning, breathing in, especially citrus or like a wild orange plus peppermint is amazing. And then on the other spectrum, you can use different oils to have a very calming and soothing effect. So if you want to kind of bring it down a notch for everybody at the end of the day, you can have the diffuser going in the evening. And then overnight, your body's doing a lot of work. It's repairing cells and regenerating. It's really doing quite a bit while you're sleeping. And so to give your body these healthy inputs while that process is going on is very, very beneficial. And when you join with us, what we do is we make sure you have lots of good ideas. So you don't feel like, I got this diffuser, I got this kit, now what the heck do I do? I can't remember what to diffuse in the morning, what to diffuse at night. We get that all straightened out for you in your preferred way. So I think the most helpful way tends to be talking with the person who enrolled you, or with me if you can't get your schedules together with the person who enrolled you, and they'll sit with you and say, okay, for your situation, for what you care about, I recommend diffusing this in the morning, diffuse this in the afternoon, diffuse this at night. We'll write down a little cheat sheet for you. So you can have like one piece of paper, write it down here. One piece of paper that just says, this is what I recommend. And we'll give you some of our suggested diffuser blends. And then as you experiment with it, you'll kind of find your own favorites. Like, I love this, I love that. And in our Facebook group, we post diffuser blend ideas. You can just kind of play with it and experiment it, and your family will find your favorites. So if you haven't gotten a diffuser yet, definitely consider doing it. I think you'll really love it, and it genuinely has true effects on your brain and your health and your energy. And I think it can be a real game changer for a lot of people. So I recommend the Lumo, especially for overnight. The pedal is great if you want to sit at your desk or in the family room for a shorter run. These are both very high quality diffusers. Real quick before I wrap up, the big question I get about diffusers is, can I just buy one off Amazon or something like that? You can. My experience with those, though, is that they tend to break. I have bought a bunch of them off Amazon because I liked a certain color, I liked a certain way it looked, and they have never lasted. Literally, they're all gone now. They've all broken, and I just got frustrated and decided to stop wasting my money. And these doTERRA produces in partnership with a company called Green Air, and they use a very specific type of plastic that is extremely durable. It won't break down from citrus oils, and they just last. And if you ever have a problem with this, doTERRA will make it right. They'll either teach you how to fix it if it's something simple, or I had a weird issue with my Lumo, so I mailed it back for free, and they sent me a new one for free. No questions asked. No, they didn't give me a hard time about it. They just said, we're going to make it right. I've had this one for so long that the numbers are rubbing off. I've had this for years. I've never had a problem with it. And the few times that I've had customers have issues with it, doTERRA made it right quickly. So I definitely think it's very worthwhile to get a doTERRA diffuser, not just grab something off Amazon, especially if it's a cheapy thing. It's probably not going to last. So if you have questions or you need help with a diffuser blend, just comment below.